So hi, today I have made a project which detects the motion of if there's any movement around, it detects it and you'll get an alarm through the buzzer. So for that I have used a PIR sensor, which is a motion sensor. So if there's any movement around this sensor, it gets detected and you'll get an alarm saying that there's a movement around you. And this is a buzzer. I've used a buzzer to get the alarm, and this is an Arduino board. So only these three are required to detect the motion. So this is the motion sensor, and the first pin in this sensor is the 5-volt power supply, and then is the Arduino pin to whatever you're connecting it to, and then this is a this will be connected to the ground. So when you keep it like this, the first will be the 5-volt power supply. So I'm connecting to 5-volt. Then the last pin is to ground. Connect it to ground. Then this two pin number, I'm connecting to pin number 2. I've mentioned as pin number 2 in my code, so I'll be connecting it to pin number 2, second pin. The buzzer, the positive terminal will go to 13th pin, as I've mentioned in my code. And the negative terminal will go to ground. So that's all for the connection. Once you upload the code, you can upload it in the Arduino as well, and you'll get the output. That is, if there's any movement around the sensor, it gets detected and it will send you an alarm. So I'll be explaining the code now. First, we have assigned the motion sensor pin to pin number 2. I've connected the second pin of the sensor to pin number 2 of Arduino, and the buzzer pin is connected to pin number 13 of Arduino. And currently the motion state current is set to low, and the previous state is also set to low. To ensure the an equal state, both are set to low, and this is void setup loop. It runs only once. The first is you're initializing the serial, so serial.begin of 9600, and then the motion sensor pin is the input pin, because from the sensor only we'll be able to detect whether if there is any motion or not. That is an input pin. The buzzer is an output pin, because it gives if there's any motion around the sensor, it gives the buzzer sound. So that is an output pin, and this runs infinite number of times. This is void loop function, and the previous state, the current state of the motion is set to previous, and the current in the current state we are reading it from the sensor, and we are setting it to the current state of the motion. And if this is a loop, if loop, and it checks if the motion previous state is low and if the current state is high. That is, if there's any motion around the sensor, then you'll get a message motion detected in the serial monitor, as well as the buzzer will ring high, as we saw during that experiment. And then if the previous state is high and the current state is low, then the motion has been stopped. That is, the state changes from high to low. So now currently the state has been assigned to low. Now the motion has been stopped. Then you'll get a message saying motion stopped in the serial monitor, and the buzzer pin will be set to low. That is, you won't get an alarm through the buzzer. So only when there is a motion, you'll get an alarm. If there is no motion, you won't get an alarm. So that's how this code works. It's quite simple, and I hope you get it. Thank you. So I've uploaded the code in the Arduino. I first compiled it and I ran in my computer, and I've uploaded it in the Arduino. So now there's no movement around the sensor, so you will get a message saying motion stopped, and if there is any movement around it, you'll get an alarm, and you'll get a message saying the motion has been detected. Now it is stopped, so the message is motion stop. And if there is any movement around it, it detects it and you'll get an alarm saying motion detected. Thank you.